I don't really share this, you guys, because I don't know who actually listens to it whenever I send it out outside of those that show up for it. But I have it if anybody you know of or hear of wants it. So I need to put some lip gloss on. My lips are dry. So I'm here in Maui, you guys, and I will tell you I love this trip, and there's nothing about me that doesn't love it. I love the idea of all of us being on this trip together someday, and there's not a thing inside of me that does not believe that each and every one of you can be here if you decide you want to be here and want to put in the work and the effort that it requires to make an impact in people's lives and shut down, you know, your insecurities that might hold you back from just doing what you can do, to your insecurities about what people might think of you because you don't care, because you truly believe in your why of what it is that you're doing, and you just start throwing it out there and start playing the numbers games, because when the numbers game starts being played, the numbers start to come. And that's whenever you can get to nation. And the more you do it, the more you feel like doing it. I know Amber Willard has shared with me that she's been putting things out. And you know what, Amber, I'm going to let you share. It comes better from you than me paraphrasing what you might say. So I'm going to let you share. And because what you're doing is working. And that's the kind of stuff that we want to hear about on these calls. So share it with me.
But I need 2 cups.
So share what? Or what did you share?
Just like you were saying the other day. I'll mute everybody. Hang on. I'll mute everyone so that you don't have to try to figure out how to do that. If you want to talk, you can unmute yourself. But Amber, when you were talking about how, like, you're not even scared to ask people anymore.
Oh, yeah, because I don't really care now. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know why I don't care. I just don't care, because now that I'm home with, I mean, I have to be with Natalie, and I just think that I have to make it work. And before, like, I had like both, like my work and this. And now that she relapsed, like, I just feel like I have to make it work. And like, I don't know, I just realize how much more that like Arbonne has helped like us, other than just like the products and stuff. So I just feel like I don't care. So I feel like I just will ask and don't care. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me
That even makes sense. I don't know.
Yes, it does make sense. I will tell you what I hear you saying, and I want to clarify it for you primarily, and then for everybody else, is you got a bigger why. You got a bigger why. And you were, maybe what I hear, and this is the first time this is our first conversation about this, so it's here in public in front of everybody, but that you, not that I didn't think that, but like, she loves her nursing job. And when you were able to work your nursing job, I could see where you were thinking, okay, this is good. I have my job. It's giving me what I need for my family and everything. But this situation, which is the horrible situation, is what makes you realize you can't do that job you love and take care of Natalie, which you love more.
Yeah, and it's really sad because, I mean, we're sad because Sean has to go back to work, and like, so now like we're kind of stuck. Like, he probably won't get to be with us like a lot this year, and we will have to be gone a lot. So it'll just be like us by ourselves. So
yeah, and that makes what you have to do even harder. So that's the thing that like makes you go, okay, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I need this for my family, because if you were where you needed to be in your business, Sean wouldn't have to be making this hard choice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a why, you guys, that will make you work. And we say that all the time, make a why that, you know, makes you cry, but also you need a why that will make you work. And, you know, hopefully you don't need to have Amber's situation to make it work, because it is not what anybody in the world would ever want to have to walk through. But can I tell you, you will have a situation come into your life, if it isn't here already, in the future, that will make you wish you had built an Arbonne business like you need to before it happened, because impact happens. And I will tell you, I've struggled to get my word for this year, and I have officially got my word for the year, and it is impact. And I am so excited about, I mean, I went around a few other words, and I was like, okay, I'm going to pick surrender. I'm going to pick joy. I'm going to pick, and I was picking all these love words. And you know what? It's just not me. If it's not a power word, it's not a word for me, at least not right now, because I'm about passion. I'm about vision. I'm about empowering. And this year, I'm about making an impact and helping people realize you need to prepare for impact. Hi, my beautiful baby girl. How are you? And you need to prepare for impact. And that is what my word is for the year. I hope you guys are all working on a word that truly will direct your actions this year and help you make movements towards the life that you want, because you hold yourself accountable to that word, because God will bless it. For me, that's what I know will happen. And maybe it will just guide you and help you for whatever belief yours is. But that is my word for the year. And it is what I know is affecting Amber's, like, no longer worrying about the world, because the world, as much as we love her and we help her and we want to help her, the world can't fix what it is she needs for her life. And she also believes more and more, because she's been doing this more. She's been getting good results out of it. And she believes in what it is as she's sitting here food prepping these clean meals for her, what it does for people and what she can help people do for their lives and their health. And so I just want you guys, and I've heard other people like Nicole Floyd, I don't know if she's on here or not, I can't see everybody, but she was talking about how I put a post out and I sold an ASVP. And that is like just doing, you guys, activity will help you realize people want what you have. And even the ones that pass you by or turn you down, it doesn't matter, because there's somebody else out there that will listen, because they do want what you have. So anybody else want to share? I know, Lindsay, you had stuff that I had asked that you would share, because it's been what you have been doing all week long and has been getting everyone that you have done it with great results. So can you share that?
Yes. And I always get this wrong, but I know what I'm saying. I was a part of a brief conversation, and you said, attach yourself to, what is it? The activity, not the outcome. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's what Amber has done. Like, no matter what the outcome is. And I feel like that's kind of the same for everyone. Like, everyone's putting themselves out there right now. Mm-hmm. And no matter what comes of it, just keep doing more activity. And like you said, it will eventually breed activity and excitement and momentum and things like that.
Belief and feed you.
All of those power words.
You. Yes, power words.
And then I can recopy and paste all of this, because I've kind of been, it's not anything new. This verbiage that I've been like tweaking, I've kind of been tweaking it and just making it super simple for like us as consultants, because it goes both ways. So been working with a lot of new consultants and new people that don't even know if they want to be a consultant yet. We've done a take a look, and they're like, okay, let me like sleep on it, and then we can keep in touch tomorrow. And I'm like, perfect. But in the meantime, because everybody wants our products, I say, would you be willing to throw up a post on Facebook or Instagram and say this little bit, like this 1.5 sentence? We're not going to mention Arbonne, but we're just going to pique people's interest. And then anything that comes from that post or those posts, I can help you do something with. And people are like, sure, why not? Like, nothing to lose. And so it's just, and I sent it earlier, I think Monday. I'm not sure even what day it is. I get confused right now. But I think on Monday I send it in our Nelson Nation, but I'll resend the organized format. And I just copy and paste it in my notes, because I'm sending it out so many times a day that it's just easy to go copy, paste. But it's using the Do You Need a Detox chart. And I have people pick 3 things that they're either A, excited to hopefully experience, like, you know, they've heard the information about the healthy living and they're eager and hopeful to get rid of constipation, acne, and fatigue. And, or if you have someone who has used the program for a couple of days, this is Whitney Haynes' training from like 4 weeks ago. That's all it is, you guys. Mm-hmm. And I just took screenshots and put it into my notes section so that I could actually use the information that we got. But if you have someone that's a couple days into their 30 days to healthy living and they're getting results, which if you're working with anyone in the January group, like I have a girl that's been in it, I think 8 days, and she's lost 4.5 pounds. but she's 5'1". So that's like losing 20 pounds. So just little things like that, that people, you say, hey, would you be willing to throw up a post and just tell people, brag on yourself and tell people what you have done in 8 days. And let's not say Arbonne. And I always tell people, it's not to trick people. It's just to excite them and draw interest. But also I will tell you what I love, because I feel like it's what everyone asks, whether you're brand new, you haven't even decided to be committed to this business, or you're a seasoned consultant. What is a quick little verbiage I could throw out? And this is the verbiage that I've been using personally, and I've been telling new people to use, and it's quick and simple. And as long as you've posted anything or one thing about Arbonne, you can legitimately copy and paste this to every single person you know. And it's, hi friend, I have no idea if you've seen any of my posts but I have just recently made, or I'm about to make, some simple healthy lifestyle changes using Arbonne's 30 Days of Healthy Living program. And I can't believe, or I can't wait to see how good I'm going to feel. I'm actually wanting a few friends to do this with me starting in January, or starting on the 14th or February 1st. Do you have any health goals in mind, or health goals that you're working towards? And it sounds kind of like a lot. It's literally 4 sentences. So it's not like you're sending people these novels, but it's just real quick, to the point, and then we can get them on to take a look. So that doesn't have much structure to it because I don't have a PowerPoint, but I will send everything that I'm sending to people. And us as consultants, like, I am copying and pasting this out to people because I've posted about Arbonne. And so I can use this, whereas, you know, there's some brand new people on here that can use the same verbiage, because as long as they put up that first initial post about what they're excited to experience or what they're experiencing, they can use this verbiage as well. So I just feel like it's quick and easy. And if it's convenient, quick and easy, I feel like you can do it anywhere. And I'm still figuring that out in my life with Brooks, how to get in 3 text messages in a minute, because that's sometimes all I feel like I have to put effort into it. And instead of having to like drain yourself emotionally of what should I type to this person, just copy and paste that message, because it's genuine, it's sweet, it's short, it's simple, but it doesn't have to be super specific to your people or to your person.
And you guys, I just want to pull everything together that we do. We still do massive one-on-ones. I do so many one-on-ones on my phone via Zooms or small little group chats and Zooms or messenger chats. And I've gone all around everything, you guys. I honestly like Zoom still best, just because it's easier to pull up our take a look presentation, which is what we have. But we're getting more Zooms because we're putting all the things that we've been taught recently into action. And instead of going completely and having to go completely into, a whole new way of doing the business, I really am doing more just one-on-one and group presentations via Zoom and in person, still as the foundation of what builds my business. But I will tell you what I also am finding is that all the things that we are doing, because we're getting better, like this January 1st Healthy Living Group, we've done Healthy Living Groups in the past, you guys, but there are specific things that we're doing now that are more systematic with the 30 Days of Healthy Living or Clean Eating Group people that are helping us track along better with people and get people that said yes just to the program, but now are also now looking at and toying with the business. And this program being tweaked and ran so well now is attracting more people to get on and do what we've always done, the one-on-ones, the little group presentations, and the take a look, and bring more people in. So it's like filler, like nice little fillers. Even though you are building a great business with this 30 Days of Healthy Living, it's really just giving you something to fill in some activity and conversation about the Arbonne story with, in addition to our group presentations and one-on-ones, virtual or in person. And when I say virtual, I just want you guys to know I primarily am doing more Zooming virtual than I am Facebook Live virtual events. And the other virtual is doing like the FaceTiming, group texting, or FaceTiming in a group messenger. So we have all of those things. And what I am seeing more than anything is that we've gotten better at teaching everyone how to use everything. We know how to do a one-on-one. We know how to do a group event in person. I think everyone on this call has done that and probably done majority that. But now we've also taught people how to start effectively people in the 30 days to 30 days to clean eating groups, and getting people to start the clean eating, programs, and getting people on that. So now we're really good, I feel like, at that. We just have to get our ask out there and listen for people that need to hear how they can get healthier and eat clean and get health goals and results for their life. So now we have this one-on-one in person, now healthy living or clean eating groups that we can do really well to build relationship with people with how we're doing it. And we have systems, just like Lindsay was sharing, in that we know how to ask people to reach, or teach you how to reach out and connect with people that are following you, or that respond or comment or like a post that you make. And people that are going out there and making those posts, even though it's not what they're comfortable doing, are getting results from those posts, and then making the connection and getting activity off of those connections. And so those are great things that are just giving you more people to funnel into your system of virtual events and virtual events and one-on-one or group events, in person or virtual. And that is what all of this is doing. And it's just creating more activity and excitement and momentum for everybody's businesses that is embracing everything that we have. And I just want to make sure that you guys are feeling that excitement, as well as the shift in your business of going, I'm no longer feeling stuck. Because if you look at your contact list, if I pulled up my phone, I don't even know how many contacts I would have in my phone, but I would have all of those contacts, and then I could look on my social media feed, and I could look on my Facebook feed. And a lot of those are going to be Arbonne people, but even if I took out the Arbonne people, do you know how many people I have in my world that I could have on a contact list? And whenever we do an action plan, back in the day of doing this dinosaur way, we only needed 100 people to start your contact list with. And most of the time, you never even got through that full 100 list, because one person you connected to kept connecting you to more people that helped you stay in activity and in momentum for your business to grow in a healthy way. I have people that I literally bet I never even talked to that was on my original list of 100 people whenever I started this business, because it has grown into all of this. And I've never had time to go back to that. So what I just hope is that more than anything, you guys are feeling like you have an abundant list of people that you need to talk to, and that you have multiple ways of reaching out and connecting the dots for those people. Is it with the products? Out of the products, is it going to be with healthy living products? Is it going to be with RE9 primarily? I talked today and did a call with a lady who was trying to help her baby with eczema. And absolutely did I talk about the business and the products that she could use and live as a household for her family, not just using these products for her baby's eczema, because of the ingredient policy being what it is for everyone, not just her baby. And so this is just, like, is it, what is the I Need Arbonne saying to you? I'm reading our book club today, and it talks about, listening to people and getting their story. That's what we do when we listen for I Need Arbonne. And when we hear the I Need Arbonne, then we go in and we let them come in the door that they're interested in doing. Like, who was it? Was it in this book that no, it was in that 4-hour virtual training where that lady that talked about branding, she said, people are out and they will buy solutions before they buy products. We are just a solution to people's problems. I mean, Amber shared, this is a solution for her problem, one of her problems that she has. That's what people are out here looking for, is a solution to their problems. And so are you looking and listening to the problems that people have out there, responding and hearing that in your ears, and then connecting the dots, and then putting the ask and using our 5 key point verbiage ask, whether it's virtual ask, a text message ask, a phone call ask, and saying, I don't know if this would be a fit for you or not. This is why I think you might be interested in hearing more about what I have or what I do. Tell me no if you want, but please hear it first. That is what we're doing with every single thing that we have. And I just want you to feel like and know, I want to know, do you feel like you have more to do it with and you feel more equipped, empowered, and have an abundant list of people to do it with because you have so many methods of connecting, reaching out, or helping people with everything that we have that is like now becoming even more of a well-oiled machine in any area and every method that you use and or area of the business or products. Some people are telling you, I need the business. So give me feedback on that. And if you guys are needing something or not understanding something in everything that we've been teaching through our 30 days of clean eating, our social media posting and reaching out and connecting, our getting started, you guys, I mean, I use it all. And I still want us to know that every person we talk to virtually, we say, but who do you know that you want to meet with in person? You know, we may be talking to you in Zoom, and who else can we bring on in a virtual presentation like this? But who else do you know that we could go sit down with in person? And I say that to anybody, no matter where I live and they live. They may live in California, and I'm like, who can we go sit down with in person? I'm meaning they're going to go sit down with that person in person, and that group of people may be in person. I'm going to be on via Zoom. But I'm still going to be sitting right there with them if they need me to help share Arbonne with them. So we're still doing and recommending people launching with 2 in-person presentations for themselves locally with people they do life with locally, and then do and book the 2 virtual events right out of the gate so that you're connecting and helping them connect with people at both levels. Maybe they're local, long distance, do life with people, and there are people that are long distance, or maybe they don't do in-person life with them as much as they do virtual life with them. And they're connecting with both of those groups and making a list out of all of those people. So that is what I just feel like we have worked and are working to do. I'm getting text messages as we speak on some documents that we're creating that are going to make coaching people through the 30 days of clean eating right now much more doable and efficient and proficient for all of us to know exactly what to do and how to do it. But tell me what else you could need or that would help or that you are not understanding how to fully implement for your businesses so that you can get into enough activity that will bring you to Maui. And Chris, if you're already in Maui, but bring you to the MVP level so you can come over here and enjoy this part of Maui with us this week.
Carlita.
Yes.
Hi, I have a question about follow-up on social media.
Okay.
So say you post something and you get some likes, even maybe some follows from people you don't know because of that post and your hashtags and whatever. Mm-hmm. So what is the best way then to go and follow up with those likes? Do you follow up with the like on the post and just say, thanks for the like, and if you want to know more, you know, check in with me, or how do you go about that?
Okay. First of all, I will tell you, I'm going to punt this to Lindsay because this is what she's been doing more of out of our group, and is going to probably be more proficient explaining it. But I will tell you what I do differently than what you hear other people out there teaching us to do is I don't send a lot of videos until they refuse to get on a Zoom virtual event with me where I can actually help people. I'm going to mute everybody. Where I can help people, where I can help people process through obstacles, hesitations, fears, and questions. Because when people listen to these videos, they think they know all about Arbonne, and they're deciding for themselves whether they can or cannot make this work for their life for whatever reason. Most of the time, people don't see how they can get through the time obstacle, or I don't know enough people obstacle, or I don't have enough money obstacle. And we know exactly how to help people through all of that. But they decide for themselves and come back to you and say, I'm sorry, this just isn't a fit for me. So my very first thing, and I want you all, my team, to know, our job is to get people on a conversation with a VP upline. either me and your VP or your VP if I'm unavailable, because I mean, I try my best to be available, but sometimes I get busy and somebody has to come in and step in for me, mainly Lindsay. And thank God she, you know, is going to get this business after I die, because she's helped build half of it for me, even though it doesn't pay her today in her own personal paycheck. But that is what I want you all to know, is that your first step is to try to get them on a conversation with us, to be able to hear more about it and let us talk to them about the obstacles that they may have. And then if the answer is no, then we can send them videos. And if you communicate with us, I mean, that's what Amber has been doing with me, is she's like, okay, which video should I send? This video, that video, you know, based on this person's personality, background, experience, because they wouldn't maybe hop on. And I let her know this is the one I would send, but she didn't just jump out there and do something by herself without asking my help. There's another girl, Bree.
I feel like we beg people to do that. Like, send us your responses. Like, and I'm not saying, we don't say that to, you know, handicap you forever or make you dependent. It's just send us maybe 5 responses that you get back from people, and you will start learning the flow. But until you learn that flow, which some people think they know it, but unless they say the word no, it's yes. Yeah. So that's what I know. I feel like I say a lot, and I personally don't get back from my team, but I wish I could.
Bree Andrews is another one that has specifically screenshot a conversation she was having, and was able to not get what we wanted her to get, but not because she didn't try, but because then we gave her the next right move. She still got results.
Yeah, the girl signed up as a consultant, order a kit.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, unless we go through the right process and steps, you guys are missing steps. And I don't mean to say that in a condescending way. I'm just saying we've learned a lot of new things lately. And we've done it and learned it and practiced it enough to know what's getting us results in this group and what's not working so well. And some of the things we have been taught globally doesn't work as well for us personally. And I want to teach you guys what works for me, just like I have always taught you guys. I don't put you out there doing something unless I'm out there doing it with you enough to get the results and say, this is working.
So
what I'm hearing
to your...
I was just going to say, what I'm hearing you say is just based, it's new techniques based on our old principles. I mean, the tried and true principles we've always had.
Absolutely is, Maggie. So well said. Right there. It is nothing scary or new, because it's still doing what we do. We're just using these methods as a way to get them to what it is we always do, that we know works every time.
And you could follow up a response with, you know, thank you so much for following me. I was just glancing at your profile, and I love how much you adore your family, or I love how much you love taking care of yourself, that it's a priority. Would you be willing to hop on a quick chat? So, you know.
And I would say, Maggie or somebody, I mean, hold on, I'll say one thing, because if I don't, I'll forget. If we did this more in a group setting, like within our messenger chat, do you realize how quickly you would all learn faster? Because we could, and how quickly people could respond and give you a right answer, because maybe they're doing it. And then I may not be able to follow up and keep up with it as much at the, you know, in the real time method, but I catch up enough to go, and I would do this, or I would say this. I mean, you can do it to your upline VP too, but I mean, I would love us to be a community that just like is comfortable just putting everything in there and knowing we're all learning together. We're all growing and getting better at this together. And the more we share, just like us uniting as nations and doing things together as a group, the better and stronger we're going to be. If we try to be out there and we're all these little pods, we miss out on the power of what we have as a team. And that messenger group could be huge if we just used it that way.
I love that, Carlita, because you guys, when I first started my business, all I wanted to do was live with Carlita. I just wanted to see how she acted and treated people for a week. That's all I needed. And this year I have been able, or last year I was able to attach myself to her. And I've learned so much, but it's so much more duplicatable when we can all I have a little chat going with 5 new people that I just started. And I'm like, I want you guys to bring all of your obstacles that people are sending you message wise, and let me help you respond to them. But I know if they can all, I can teach 5 people at one time. And the better they get, the better, the better we all are. And that's what I've learned so much in the Why book, because that Why book, my gosh, I need to read it again and again and again. It is so loaded. It's awesome. So good.
Yes. And you're doing so awesome, Krista. I mean, I've loved seeing a transformation in her. I mean, this girl has never not worked as harder than anybody I really, really know in my business. I mean, almost makes me cry how hard this girl has worked. But what is happening in her is that she's connected to a bigger group of people that are teaching her how to do what it is she's out there working so hard to do more efficiently. Don't you think, Krista?
Do not detach yourself from mothership. You stay attached to mothership, and I never had mothership. But I have her now, and I will not let go of her.
You're precious, and I cannot wait to hand you. I won't hand them to you, but to celebrate you at your car presentation. Maybe
you can hand them to me, Carlita.
You book a day until you know it's like when I can be there. So, okay. Anybody else?
Hey, there was one other thing I wanted to tag off of you, Lindsay. The social media stuff. Lauren, one of the gals on my team, signed up a gal, and she's on here. She just signed up tonight at like 4 o'clock or this afternoon sometime, launched her business. And it was such a compliment to me. Casey, if you did not say this, it was somebody. I just can't remember who. I forget. But that how much different she noticed our culture was with Arbonne. She's like, you don't see people barfing sales everywhere on social media. And you guys, that is such a compliment, because we don't want to be like the rest of the world with companies. We want to be different. We are different. We are Arbonne. We are the best of the best. And we want to be the best of the best. And right. Even in social media. And I think that's just,
and I think that's what we've worked really hard to do is we have been doing a social media, but in a classy way, and learning the etiquette and doing it the way that it's done right. And if people choose to unfollow you or not watch you, that's fine. But that's not what's happening. And people are getting a chance. And I do want to say, when you say stay connected to the mothership, that's again what this book is talking about. Well, I mean, I make it talk about it, but what he's saying is and what I'm saying, he says, is that it matters if you stay close to the source of your why source and your inspiration and the people that are so solid in it. And if you start going out or not being connected, yes, Carrie, you're right. And not being connected to the source, you guys, the mothership, whatever you want to call me. And I mean, I am that for all of you, then your why is going to go fuzzy and you're going to struggle. And that is, I mean, we have taught stay connected or die in this business from day one. And this business, I mean, this book is telling us why, because you will lose your why if you do. And if you lose your why, you will never be able to have a business that hits the tipping point and is able to grow, because you will be affected by the masses that you're putting yourself out there and around. And at the same point, like we said, don't go this alone. When you get something going in your business, let us know you've had an ask today. Let us know this is what they said. Let us know so we can help you know how to respond in return in a way that will get you results that we know are working with everything that we're doing. So, okay. Thank you, Krista. Anybody else? No, we're at our time limit, and I don't want to take over time from other people, but I'm glad, Denise, you said this makes so much sense. And Lindsay will post her comments and everything. So if there's not anything else, that was mainly what I wanted to talk about this week, because I feel like we've done so much work. There's still so much work to do. I will tell you, save the date on February 2nd for our Arbonne One Day. It's going to be 3 hours of virtual training as a global united group, and then it's going to be an hour of local centralized training with nations that work with their teams that are in your home locally, and or plug into your nation via Zoom separately from the other people, so that we can go through questions and things like that and make sure everybody understands everything that was taught that day. So it's an all consultant day training. So February 2nd, Central Time, it's going to start at 10 to 1, and then we'll add the extra hour on the end. So basically 10 to 2 Central Time is the time we need to block. And so adjust that for your time zone. Amber, that would be 9 to 1 for you. Chris, it will be 6 to 10 for you. And for California people, it's going to be 8 to 12. And East Coast people, it's going to be 11 to 3. So that's the time zones that we're working on. Actually, that 1 hour on the end may adjust for different leaders. For me, I decided to put it on the back end of ours versus the front end, because I'd rather know what you guys have as questions after we're done and not leave you hanging and just let you go after we get done with the 3 hours of training. That was my rationale for going post, not pre. Okay. So Arbonne one day and Area VP retreat is another thing. I just sealed the deal on and signed the contract and put my credit card on. Area VP retreat, July 17th for NVPs, 18th for RVPs. That's your goal, because you want to be on here at least by the RVP date for all the things that we're going to do with RVPs. Area managers come in on the 19th, 20th, and can leave on the 21st, unless you want to come and hang out at Carlita's house for a little while on your way while you wait for the airport, or, after the retreat before you go home.
Carlita, will you post all that?
Yes.
That was fast. Okay, thanks.
Yes, I will post it for you, babe. Okay, I just know those are some things that we've been working on too, in addition, and we've got new things coming to make this 30-day group for January 14th even better. So make it a challenge, you guys, that you go get at least 5 people to do this group with you, and let some of that start feeding your frenzy of activity. Okay.
So, and also I'll send a post that a little verbiage that I sent to a girl that we've been talking to, and she was on the fence line, hadn't committed, and I used the January 14th group, and I said, hey, all you have to do for me to add you to this group is just have your kit on the way. Mm-hmm. Do it with us.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't been real strict about buying your kit before you join a clean eating group. I love that we're putting that as a criteria, so they're fully equipped with that, but it also is giving people the urgency to get their kit.
And the groups. So I'm so sorry, because it's me helping her delegate, because she puts too much on herself. We cannot add everyone. Number one, you can't be added unless you're doing the 30 days of healthy living, like she just said, or you have someone you're working with doing it also. But whenever she posts that link, you can request yourself. So all the people that have said add me.
Well, that, Lindsay, let me say though, they want to be added to the messenger group that we have, the small clean eating group. So that's something we need to decide. Are we going to use?
That's not going to be small then.
The same one you have? Well, that's okay. I mean, it's where we are going to be working with and talking to our detoxers. So if we want to do separate groups, we can, but it's just going to, I think until everyone is trained on how to run a good group, a 30-day group, we need to do it together. And we need to help you all help your detoxers know what the answers and everything are. So I think we need to create kind of a new messenger group for every group of detoxers, and until people are comfortable doing that. And that's one of my requirements in these documents, is that a VP or NVP needs to be a part of every one of these groups. No one needs to be running it by themselves, because none of us are that good, me included. So, okay.
That makes sense. Now that I know what that extra messenger chat is, I was like, what is this?
So can you add some people to that extra messenger chat with me?
Yes, I can.
Just remember, you're in my will.
You have to ask. I'm putting that on people. They have to ask to be added to the January 14th group if they've hit those requirements, because that's just too much adding and too much work.
Yes. If you're make sure you're doing the requirements that we need to be added, that we're not here just to be in another group. Yeah.
Okay, so the January 1st group to the 14th, on the 14th, that group is done?
No, it's still going the full 30, Krista. What they do is they start a 30-day group on the first Monday of every month and the third Monday of every month. So the 14th is our second group this month that will run for another full 30 days. So we have 2 simultaneous groups that cross over 2 weeks at a time.
And this will run for the whole year? Like
yes. First and third Monday of every month, which also I love. We can count on and we know. Yeah. And the group opens up the Wednesday before the Monday starts, the 5 days before. Okay, so like today, the 14th group opened up today for us to add people. And then now we need to be getting our people in this group, making sure they're getting trained to know where the information is, the SMORE link, all of those things that we need to make sure that Terry Fisher has been teaching us we need to do with our people that get in there so they know what they're doing. And that's some of the tools and documents that we're going to have. Here's what you need to do for yourself or a detoxer you have in these groups, step by step by step. And then we'll create our little small messenger groups, you guys, for the people for you to track along with that 30-day tracker from Arbonne that says check in with them on this day, make sure they're doing this on this day, do this with them on this day. And it's step by step by step what we need to be doing on a personal level with all these people. So even though you're going to be, we'll check in on those days in that group as a big group, you're going to still be kind of messaging these people and following along with these people, personally sometimes too, but try to get them to participate in these clean eating messenger groups so that we can build relationship and help them have such great success that they start telling other people about it. And then we can help them see that there's a business that's connected to it and let it help you grow your business at the same time. If that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Lots and lots and lots of stuff, you guys, that we can do, but it's all just opportunity for all of you to grow your businesses bigger, better, and faster. Okay, we'll get off of here. You can hop on the last little bit of the discovery if you need to be reminded about how great this is and how you want to be an MVP.
Couldn't we not see the beach? I mean, I was really looking forward to Hawaii.
I know. I'm so close to everything and everybody that I'm like, if I talk loud, it's going to maybe be, interfere. Yeah, everybody's on calls right now. And then there's a reception that's going on for the new MVPs out there. And here comes the people. There's Shelly and Melissa and Beth who are coming to my room to do the Zoom call tonight. See them waving? Can you guys
Yay!
So this is the room and the view. And Val Gunter's room is right next door to me. So and Cecilia's over there, and I think Deanna Heron's over there somewhere.
Carlita, you stay there every year. Is it the same resort for MVPs every year, or is it different?
We were at the Hyatt, and then they moved us over here to the Marriott. But, neither one of them are bad. Here's some girls. I know. This is our little huddle.
Wow, you got a nice setup there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's in her, I love Krista's little setup.
Stop it, Beth. I'm in my closet. Too many kids.
It's so cute.
I know.
You gotta find a closet.
Okay, girls, I'll let you go. And here we go. Maui, here you all come. Love you.
May I use your putty?
Yes, you may.
I promise I won't plug it up.